Getting started with genealogy. Hi, I'm Carrie Green, a librarian at the Jessamine County Public Library. Most people associate genealogy with online databases such as Ancestry Library Edition. While those resources are very important, there are several things you can do before you log into a genealogy database that can improve your search results. In this video, I'll talk about several of those things, and I'll also show you how to access Ancestry Library Edition from our website. One thing that can help guide your search is to consider your research goals. Why do you want to research your family history in the first place? Do you want to identify all 8 of your great-grandparents? To identify all 16 of your great-great-grandparents? To learn as much as you can about your maternal line? It's also helpful to break down more general goals into specifics. Here are some examples. I want to find out what my great-grandmother's life was like when she first immigrated to America. I'd like to know how many times my great-great-grandfather married. I'd like to know more about my great-aunt's military service. Some genealogy researchers distinguish between research goals and objectives. You can find out more about goals and objectives on the FamilySearch.org webpage. We'll provide the link in our YouTube video description. There are some common myths about researching your family history. Some people think that as soon as you sign in to Ancestry.com, you'll be able to download your entire family tree. Although you may find user-created trees on Ancestry, most of us are going to have to do the bulk of the research ourselves. Genealogy is kind of like putting together a puzzle made up of many different pieces of information. In the rest of this video, I'm going to talk about some of the pieces of information that can help you get started. Probably the most important tip for beginning genealogy researchers is to start with what you know, and that means starting with yourself. This is the piece of the puzzle that you know the most about. It also means that when you start with yourself, your ancestors or other people who are interested in doing your family's genealogy will have that information to go on. So write down information about your birth, your marriage or marriages, your children, etc. Work backward through time from yourself to your parents and then your grandparents and so on. Stick to one branch of family at a time. That will help you stay focused because it's very easy to get off track when you're researching your genealogy. You may find more pieces of the puzzle in family records such as birth, marriage, and death certificates, or newspaper clippings such as obituaries or wedding and birth announcements. Other types of family records that may have valuable pieces of information include naturalization or citizenship papers, family Bibles, or military records. For example, this World War II draft card gives the registrant's birth date, his residence, and his mother's name. If you don't have many family records yourself, check with other relatives to see what they have. Somebody is bound to have a box tucked away somewhere. Interviewing family members can also help you gather pieces of the puzzle. You can ask questions about names and dates, but you may also want to ask questions about memories of their own childhoods or of other family members. You can find lists of possible questions online. And we'll link to some of these on the description of our YouTube video. If you do conduct an interview, it's a good idea to record it so you can refer to the information later. You don't need any special equipment to record an interview. Most smartphones will do just fine. And finally, breaking up your interview into several shorter sessions is usually a better idea than recording one long session. That way, your interview subjects won't get tired out. Having some information from family documents and interviews will give you a good place to begin searching in Ancestry Library Edition. Normally, Ancestry Library Edition is available for use in the library only, but since the beginning of the pandemic, Ancestry has been allowing patrons to access the database from home. As of this recording, patrons may access the database from home through the end of July 2020, and that date may be extended. To access Ancestry Library Edition, visit jespub.org/genealogy. Once you're on the genealogy page, scroll down until you find Ancestry Library Edition. You'll see that we have an Ancestry tutorial linked here, and if you click on that, you can open up a series of videos specifically about how to get started with Ancestry Library Edition. And then once you're ready to go to Ancestry Library Edition, just click on the link, and when you're using it from home, you'll enter your library card number and your PIN, and click Login. And provided that Ancestry is still allowing users to log in from home, you'll be able to search just as if you were in the library.